order an OpenVPN setup, we head into the Marketplace section, click on VPN Security, and choose OpenVPN. Then we launch the configurator and pick a location. In this case, it's Turkey. The system suggests the best server option automatically, so we don't need to change anything. Next, we choose the rental period. I'm leaving the default set to 3 months. We hit Next, and here you can either make a new account or log into one you already have. I'll just sign in with mine. After logging in, we land in InvoiceKey. That's the control panel where HOSTKEY shows all the servers you've ordered. We double check that everything in the order looks right. Then we choose a payment method, confirm the personal data agreement, and click Buy. The system generates an invoice, basically the bill you need to pay. If you close the invoice window by accident, no big deal. Just go to My Servers, find the server you ordered but haven't paid for yet, click Pay Invoice, and finish the payment. I already have funds on my balance, so I'm paying with internal credit, but you can use Stripe, PayPal, or anything else that's available. Once the payment goes through, the server moves to installation. This part usually takes a couple of minutes. Now we just wait for the payment to clear and for the install to kick off. When the bill is paid, the panel shows the status deployed update, which means installation has started. The server status switches to installing, and at this point we just let it run. Depending on what you've ordered, installation can take anywhere from 5 minutes up to 30 or 40, depending on how complex the panel is. While that's happening, you'll get emails for each step: the order confirmation, the payment confirmation, and finally a message with your server details. You can also follow the progress in the panel. Little pop-ups appear in the top right corner showing the current stage. For example, it might show deployment at stage 10 out of 11. After that, the main installation starts. You'll see progress steps like 1 out of 5, 2 out of 5, and so on. When we see 5 out of 5, installation is done and the server goes active. InvoiceKey shows all the details right away. If we check our email, we should already see a message saying your server is online. It includes the server IP, your login, your password, and a link to the panel's documentation. We open that link, and here you'll find the main settings and the full documentation on how to use the panel. Next, we check what we need to do. To manage the server, we'll connect over SSH to change settings, add users, and so on. The panel's IP address is shown at the top of the page, easy to copy. We open Command Prompt or PowerShell and type sh root your server IP. We just need to connect to the server, and the documentation walks you through the same steps. Back in the console, we press Enter, and the system asks if we trust this host. We say yes and continue. Then we enter the password. It's in the email, and you can change it later whenever you need. After entering the password, we're logged into the server as the root user. Here we can check where the OpenVPN configuration files live. All the needed files are in the main folder, including the server's configuration. There's also a separate configuration script. With it, you can add or remove users, reinstall the system, completely remove the OpenVPN server, or even set it up again. But for now, all we need to do is download the ready-to-use configuration file called client HK OpenVPN, which is stored in this directory. In the folder, you'll see a file called openvpn.sh. That's the script I mentioned. And next to it, the file called client HK OpenVPN. That second file is the client configuration, and we need to copy it to a local device, like your computer or your phone, and then use it to connect. We exit the server and head back to our main computer. Now we use the scp command to copy the file over. In the command, we add the server's IP address. You can copy and paste from the control panel or from the email. We drop the IP into the command the same way we did for SSH and choose where to save the file. I'm placing mine in my user folder. We confirm the command, and the system will ask for the server password again. Just take it from the email if you've forgotten it. After that, the file copies over. We can open File Explorer and make sure the configuration file is actually in the folder we picked. Next, we open a browser and search for the OpenVPN client for your operating system. In our case, we're using Windows. We download the installer and run the setup. Once it's installed, we open the OpenVPN client and load the configuration file we just copied. We import the profile, and now we're ready to test the connection. We connect and open any site that shows your IP address. If everything has worked, the IP should be different. For example, in our case, it should now show that we're now in Turkey. That means the connection is good, the OpenVPN client is working, and your server is ready to go. Need OpenVPN on your phone? It's just as easy. First, open the App Store and search for OpenVPN Connect. That's the official mobile client. Once installed, send the config file, the one we downloaded earlier, to your phone. You can use AirDrop, email, or cloud storage. Open the file and choose to import it with the OpenVPN app. When prompted, allow the VPN configuration. Your device may ask for your passcode to confirm. After that, the VPN connects automatically. No need to tap anything. To confirm it's working, open any site that shows your IP address. It should now show Turkey, or whichever location you picked. Enjoy OpenVPN with HOSTKEY.